Welcome back to my nightmare. Here is a quick video of me DIYing a long denim skirt. It's not quite a tutorial. I was trying to make it kind of a tutorial, but there are so many already online for these types of skirts. This is literally one of the first projects I made when I started sewing. I started sewing clothing for myself when I was in high school in the very early 2000s. I'm talking like 2001, 2002. And I think I had one of these for literally every day of the week. I had so many versions of jeans skirts. Denim is just a really, I think, beginner friendly fabric to work with because you don't have to hem it. It just frays and it looks so cool. The more you beat it up, the cooler it looks. So here I am taking out the inseam of the jeans with my seam ripper. Who else recently learned that the little ball thing is supposed to go inside, not outside the seam? Because it makes your life so much easier when you learn that. Uh, it's a tough crotch situation right there. So that's me just, ripping through. As you can tell, I've done this a lot because I am just getting that done quickly. Even before I sped up the video, that was going very, very quickly. And then I take out the hem too, because I want the hem to lay, I want the whole hem to be like flat, and just have that cool detail of like the unfolded hem fading. It's really nice. It's one of my favorite ways to finish off this type of skirt. So yeah, here I am just ripping along. I find seam ripping jeans to be so satisfying sometimes. It's like really a satisfying activity. All right, and then I'm going to use my seam ripper and I'm going to very carefully open up the crotch seam as well up to about the zipper. Not the whole way to the zipper, just enough that I can fold the flap in the front over. You'll see what it looks like. Some people don't like it when you do them like this. I find it is easier to get the skirt to lay correctly when you retain that like triangular crotch detail. I feel like it's easier to get the skirt to turn out right. But I do know some people don't like the look of that. But I've never really cared. These are old thrifted Wranglers. I think I got them for $4 at my local community aid thrift store. So I was pretty happy with that find. And here we're just doing the back seam as well, opening up the rear end of these jeans so that I can pin them flat. It's really hard to figure out stuff to talk to you guys about when I'm doing these voiceovers. Aha, here we go. I do tend to work with the zipper closed. I do that a lot as well, like just so that it's a solid piece of fabric and I don't have to worry about anything flapping around. And you can see here, I want to make sure that that is laying as flat as possible. When I pin it, I want to make sure it's laying flat. And also, it's really easy to pin all through the layers. You only want to pin the front and the back. You don't want them pinned together because then it's just, you're not going to be able to sew it down. So there you go. You pin one and then you turn it over and you pin the other. The back can be a little tricky because there's more fabric to work with and you're trying to like hide. You can see here where I'm trying to like tuck so that I can retain like a hem along the leg, just tucking that under, and it's easier to mess that part up. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sew through the crotch that I'm pinning now. I'm gonna sew the top stitching down on that, and then I will come through and insert the panel. I used to do it where I inserted the panel and did it all in one long continuous stitch, and that was just so much fabric when I was like a teenager to shove through. So, okay, and I think what happened is I think my camera had died, and so I didn't actually film the sewing part or the inserting the panel part, and that's why you're getting a vlog version of this video. But this is how it turned out. So I sewed the crotch down, and then I sewed the panel inside, and it's all top stitched, which is why these skirts are really super easy for beginners. I really did not adjust this camera correctly. Still at my friend's house, by the way. So yeah, this is how it turned out. And I really actually had this exact outfit in high school, right down to the cropped sweater and the Cracker Barrel shirt. Which if you've seen my TikTok, you already know that joke. Anyway, I'm really happy with it. I thought it turned out cute. If you like the video, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing with a friend, and don't forget, drink some water.